The English words that have double O can be problematic for Arabs even though the 5 different sounds they make do exist in Arabic. طب لما الأصوات دي في العربي يا أبو حميد إيه المشكلة يعني؟ أنا أعرف يكون في مشكلة لما يكون صوت مش موجود في العربي زي حرف البي مثلا. There is not one, my friend, but 3 problems. 2 are general problems that apply to all English sounds really, not only the double O sound, and the third one is a feature that is peculiar to this double O sound. Here is what we are going to do in this video. We will talk about those 2 general problems, then we will talk about the different pronunciations of the double O sound and move on to explaining the third problem, which features only the sound double O. And as usual, we will finish off with a reading fluency exercise. So, what are these 2 problems that we face in English pronunciation in general? The first problem with English pronunciation is there are 26 letters in English, but these letters make 44 sounds already. This means there are letters or letter combinations that are pronounced in more than one way. Take the letter A, for example. It can be pronounced as A in man, but A in main. This means we might see a word and not be sure how to pronounce it. For example, how do you pronounce this word? Is it oops or oops? And this takes us to the second problem with English pronunciation. Some people do hear the differences between the different sounds, but take them lightly and ignore them in speaking, thinking they don't really, make much of a difference. But some people may not even be able to hear the differences between the different sounds. Again, look at this word. Is it oops or oops? Some of you watching me now may not hear the difference between these 2 sounds, oo and oo. And some people may hear it, but think it's not that important in listening or speaking. To solve these 2 problems, a genius system developed. These symbols, called the International Phonetic Alphabet or IPA, remember the word, represent the 44 different sounds in English. That way, if you would like to check out the pronunciation of a word, you can look it up in a dictionary and learn how to pronounce it using the IPA system. The way a word is pronounced is called the transcription, the written way. This, for example, is the transcription of the word look up. And the problem of not being able to hear the differences between words, seeing how the transcription of the words are different, is the first step in training yourself to hear them and pronounce them correctly. Even if you're not an English teacher, you still need to learn the IPA system because they will help you know the correct pronunciation and notice how the sounds are different. And don't worry, the IPA system is not difficult to learn. To help you know all the sounds in English, I will leave a link to a video in the comments or the description box called the 44 sounds of the English language. Go and watch it after this video to learn what sound each one of these symbols makes. So again, the 2 problems are the different sounds in English exceed the number of letters, and the second problem is ignoring or not noticing the differences between those sounds. And the solution to both problems is to study the IPA system. تمام، خلاص كده ابو احمد زي الفل. اروح انا بقى اتعلم ال 44 صوت دولت وارجع لك ان شاء الله. عايز حاجه؟ Wait, my friend, we're just getting started. Out of the 44 IPA symbols in English, we will use these 5 to explain the pronunciation of the double O sounds now. I will share the pronunciation of each when we come to it in the video. Now let's move on to talk about the 5 different pronunciations of double O. Most of the double O sounds you will find in English are pronounced with an U sound, which you can find in the word food. For example, roof, zoo, coo, coop, cartoon, shampoo, bamboo, boost, broom, and Google. As I said, this sound is in Arabic too. Here are some examples. Can you read them for us, please? Fool, koob, nooh, toot, khumul, shumul, shumu', noon, فانوس، طاووس، حدود، خلود، خدود. food. This oo sound is the most common pronunciation of the double O sound in English. Moreover, I think the sound is so popular in Arabic too that some Arabic speakers use it for English words that are written in Arabic with the letter waw. So for mall, some people say mool. For toll, like in toll gate, some people say tool. For shock, they say shook. For zone, they say zoon. For cone, they say coon. For inbox, they say inbooks. And my favorite, for lockers, they say لوكرز طبعا معروفة. صحيح يا ابو حميد، انا رحت اشتري قعدة حمام للواد ابني اللي عنده سنة، لقيت صاحب المحل بيقول للبياع اللي عنده هات لي بوتي، افتكرت بوتي ده الواد ابن اخته ولا حاجة، لقيته جايب لي البتاع دي. A case in point, that is a potty, not a booty. And that is why it's important to check out the English pronunciation of the words you read in Arabic with the letter wow taken from English. Now back to the double O pronunciation. The second most common pronunciation for the double O is the U sound, as in good. The following words have the U sound: foot, football, book, cook, hook, look, took, hood, wood. You can find this sound in Arabic too. Can you read these words for us, please? تمام شغال. فل, قل, سل, كل, بن, ذل, good. These sounds oo and oo are the most popular for double O. They're really important and really easy at the same time. Again, notice the difference between them. Oo as in fool and oo as in full. طب يا ابو حميد، والكلمة اللي انت قلت عليها في المقدمة دي ننطقها ازاي؟ You mean this word, oops. You can actually either say oops or oops. It goes both ways. Great. The remaining three pronunciations for the double O sound are a lot less common in English. Take the third sound. It is O as in door. The following words have the O sound: floor, more, pour, spore. Your turn, my friend. Thor, tor, كستور ضوء صوت soul. Excellent. O, floor. There is a small detail here about the sound O you might find beneficial. Some words can have either the sound O or the second sound that we talked about above. Oo. For example, poor can be pronounced as poor or poor, and you can also say more or more, spore or spore, depending on which accent you speak. Not only American, British, Australian, etc., but actually even the area you live in those countries can make a difference. So do not worry about the difference between O and O in words like poor or poor, so long as you use a correct pronunciation. The word floor, however, is always pronounced floor. Now, the fourth way of pronouncing double O is as in blood and flood. My friend, صد, رد, حق, رف, flood. And the fifth and last one is a rare and strange way of pronouncing the double O sound, which is the O sound that you can find in words like no and go. I can give you only one word here: brooch. Can you find this sound in Arabic, my friend? طبعا في كلمات زي نوم وعوم. O, brooch. Excellent. These were the 5 ways of pronouncing the double O sound. You need to train your ears to listen to these different sounds and try and use them correctly when you speak. And as I said in the first part of the video, you have to learn the transcription symbols, which can help you with the different sounds the double O make. Now, just to complete the different pronunciations of the double O, there are words that have a double O but are pronounced differently from any of the 5 ways we talked about above. For example, cooperation, zoology. So, the IPA system can help you a lot, but there are things that the dictionary cannot help you with. One of those is the that feature double O has, which you might be hearing of for the first time. Even if you hear a native speaker of English use it, it's not easy to spot because of connected speech or speaking fast. This feature only exists in the first two sounds we talked about above, oo as in food and u as in look. Can you read these words for me? سهلة. Roof, zoo, cartoon, food, book, cook, wood. This is how most Arabs pronounce them. A better pronunciation is roof, zoo, cartoon, foot, book, cook, wood. Listen to the two pronunciations again, side by side. Roof, roof, zoo, zoo, cartoon, cartoon, book, book, cook, cook, wood, wood. Did you notice the difference? The best way of pronouncing the words with the sounds oo and oo is not by rounding the lips too much. You need to relax your lips a bit and not protrude them much when pronouncing these two sounds. So not food, food, not book, book. على طول بتجيب لنا كلام غريب يا ابو حميد، ما طول عمرنا بنقول food وبوك عادي يعني. Do you trust the dictionary? Listen to the word cook from the dictionary.
Cook, cook.
And watch these real life examples. Try to focus on the shape of the lips.
Instead of bamboo and mulberry leaf.
And at night when the moon and the trees.
He said, look outwards.
On site at the zoo, so
The solar roof can get
it's the newest foot soldier.
customizing their wood floors.
A thick book full of.
I did have my BCG at school.
لا أقنعتني الصراحة خصوصا school دي. Congratulations. You have just learned how to correctly pronounce more than 10,600 words in English that have the double O. Check out the sources for a list that has thousands of double O words that you can practice pronouncing. And don't forget to look up the words you don't know in the dictionary. If you still find this difficult to fully grasp, as usual, you can ask your friend who studied Tajweed, of course. Let your friend watch this video and ask him or her if they can hear the difference between moon and moon. And they will most probably talk about something called tarqiq in Tajweed. We're finally here in the last part of the video. Time to practice. The following practice is so special because it will combine the three lessons we have covered so far: the light L and dark L, the TR combination, and the double O. If you haven't watched the other two lessons, I will leave a link to the videos in the comment. You can watch them after this one. Now listen and repeat. In a remote tribal village, young poor Donald Cooper Trump loved to stroll along the ancient trail. One day he decided to travel beyond the familiar paths. Packing some food to cook, a bottle of milk, and a cartoon book, Donald followed the spoor of a large animal, which led him to a stream where he found a shiny brooch on the floor of the bamboo forest. It took him some time to cross the stream. Walking further on the other side, Donald could hear bird trilling, but surprisingly he could also hear a football bouncing, and he joined a group of children playing soccer. When the children left at sunset, it took him some time to realize he was lost. Feeling frustrated, he tried to Google the nearest village, but he had no signal. Remembering the old train tracks, he followed them, facing various trials which made him stronger. Crossing a flooded area and navigating dense woods, he finally saw the village lights. He returned home to share his adventure and show everyone the brooch, which turned out to be a lost family heirloom. Donald Cooper Trump learned that the journey, with all its struggles, traps, trials, and tricks, made him wiser and truly brave. I hope that you enjoyed reading this. You can repeat this part a couple more times and focus on the three sounds we have discussed in our video so far. Again, I will leave the other video links in the comments. Finally, if you found this beneficial, let me know in the comments and hit like and share, and feel free to suggest any pronunciation topics you would like me to explain in future videos. Thank you very much for watching. Salam. I will leave a link to a video in the comments leave a link to a video in the comments or the description box or the transcription box.